Hey yo, what's poppin' guys? It's your boy John here. We back with a brand new video here on the channel. So earlier, if you guys didn't see my previous video, I recommend you guys check it out. It's going over pretty much a Michael themed DLC, how it could work if there's a cops and crooks, which I feel like there's a really high chance that we're gonna actually end up getting one this summer. And there's a clip that service we're gonna be reviewing and talking about from Stephen Ogg, aka Trevor, that surfaced that is pretty interesting, and that I feel like it makes a strong case for there still being hope for what he talks about, and for, you know, cops and crooks being, you know, actually a thing, or something along the lines of a cops and crooks theme. Always, if you guys want to enjoy it, leave the video a like so more people can see the video and stuff like that, and subscribe if you guys want to see more content, of course. Okay, so yeah, so we were talking about, and a lot of people were talking about, you know, a Cops and Crooks DLC for the longest time, ever since it was leaked. All the content was supposed to actually be a thing in 2020, but of course was canceled. And we hear that a lot, like even recently, like last year, we heard that a bunch of DLCs, like 5 or 6 of them, that were supposed to be huge DLCs that were canceled. Some of them were utilized in online DLCs. Some of the cut content, you know, made its way in. And that's what I'm going to get at after we talk about this clip from Stephen Ogg, when he's talking about a DLC that he was featured in, but it was sadly cut by Rockstar Games. And pretty sure we all know why, but we'll talk more about it after the clip. Let's watch that right now. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly when this was, but it's pretty dope. It's him, you know, Michael, and you know, Franklin, and I'm not sure who Rob Furry is. He's maybe hosting the stream, but yeah, they're all together talking, discussing, and it's pretty interesting what he has to say. All right,
and Trevor.
And we also had that really cool shit of, there was, and I forget if it was DLC, I have no idea, but where Trevor was going to be like a undercover. He works for the feds, and we did shoot some of that stuff with like James Bond Trevor. He's still kind of a fuck up, but he's doing his best to pretend to be like, and we shot some stuff, and then it just disappeared and never did it, and they never followed up on it. But I thought that would be cool. Like he gets hired.
They went to GTA Online, I believe, for that stuff.
Yeah.
And Trevor.
yeah. So there you have it. Stephen Ogg literally confirmed that was going to be a thing, and we kind of knew that from, you know, what was leaked like last year. It was something regarding an agent where he was literally going to, like you said, going to be an undercover, and, you know, kind of like a cops and crooks type thing, to where I was discussing in the last video that Michael could be, you know, a thing where he has to go undercover and he works for, like, you know, crooked cops and stuff like that, but it's really a cops and crooks type, or like agent like type thing, and that's what Stephen Ogg was going to be. Now here's the thing, he's like, you don't know what happened to it. And here's the thing, like we're talking about, and that has happened quite often with updates, is there's a lot of cut content that usually always makes its way back into online. Almost every single online DLC, you know, like from Doomsday, from just almost every single one of them, literally at one point was single player DLC. And a lot of the stuff that we play, it literally feels like it's single player, you know what I mean? That's because it was, but then it was like Michael said at the end, he said that, you know, okay, now Luke, you know, he said, oh, it made its way to online. And that's just what happens, because obviously they're not going to make any, you know, single player DLC, so they're going to convert it to online, utilize everything they can, the assets, and, you know, so they don't got to completely remake it. They can just go in the files and, oh, we got this, and this that was never used, and boom, it's brand new. We just kind of change it up a bit and boom, make it for online. So in my opinion, they could still use that and, you know, change it up a bit, and maybe have all 3 of the main, you know, Trevor, Michael, Franklin inside of like an agent type theme DLC, like I was kind of talking about in my previous video about cops and crooks, with Michael being the lead. Now maybe it might not even be Trevor, maybe it could just be, you know, Michael, but with it already being kind of recorded and whatnot and all that, you know, it makes sense if they, you know, use that cut content, feature Stephen Ogg as maybe lead, and then have Michael as well, and maybe even Franklin. You know what I mean? Because Franklin, he was already in it. He has already had his own DLC, the contract. He referenced Michael, and, you know, when he was traveling through the alleyway, it's a small reference, but he did reference him. Michael is always so active and talking about stuff within, you know, the online community, and teasing how, you know, he would love to be in a DLC and, you know, stuff like that, and even GTA 6. And then now we see Stephen Ogg that's been kind of distant from, you know, the GTA world, but now we see him again talking about it, everything, and it's kind of cool to see. And that makes me feel, it gives me hope, and it feels like it gives a lot of the online community hope that, you know, maybe this still could be a thing. Maybe it's not cut forever. And sadly, though, there is a lot of things that are cut forever that we'll probably never see the light of day. But also, there was a leak of, like I was talking about before, of a North Yankton, like, type theme DLC to where they go there. And I don't know if it was, like, for another newer, modern heist that they, like, all three of the main leads, or Trevor, even Michael, can go there. And then, you know, we even have, like, maybe them, like I said, be like all like agents pretty much, or like, you know, undercover working, like, you know, for crooked cops. And another thing that makes the case strong for cops and crooks, as I've been saying in a lot of my videos, is, you know, covering this topic about cops and crooks and how it could be a thing, and why I think it's a high likelihood that we'll finally see it is because this previous DLC that we had from the Cluckenbell raid, you seen Vincent. He literally was looking right at the sign, you know, is saying not hiring for, you know, LSPD, and he was just looking at it like, you know, just staring right at it, and the camera focused right on it. So is that a sign? Is it a troll? You know what I'm saying? An Easter egg? You know, and also the fact that a lot of the cops and crooks content that was, you know, from 2020 has been utilized. We've seen the taser, you know, we have cop cars now, we can actually customize them from this recent DLC, and it just makes a lot of sense that, you know what I'm saying, that a Cops and Crooks DLC really could see the light of day, and what Stephen Ogg was talking about could see the light of day. Now, will it be 100% like maybe, you know, the agent theme that he's talking about? Maybe not. Maybe it'll be changed up a bit, but, you know, why not use it? Why not, you know, like, and in my opinion, it would bring a lot of players back, you know, and it just would be a really cool thing, and I think a lot of fans would appreciate it. And I think that heading towards the end of online, as far as like big DLCs and heading towards GTA 6, is we're literally within a year away, you know, and they're gonna start promoting like crazy. Trailer 2's coming soon, and why not, you know, feature, you know, where it started with Michael, with, you know, Franklin potentially, and even Stephen Ogg. You know, that'd be so freaking cool. Yeah, let me know down below, do you guys feel like there is hope? Are we holding on hope still for Stephen Ogg's canceled DLC, a 1.0 single player, but like I said, could make its way online? Are we holding hope for Cops and Crooks? Because I feel like it's a really high possibility that we could see a Cops and Crooks as early as this summer. And Rockstar, they did confirm already that the only thing that they've mentioned so far is that there is going to be a summer DLC, and they referred to it as a big one, a big summer update. So when we find out more, I definitely will keep y'all posted. So make sure you guys have the notifications enabled so you guys get notified every time I do post a brand new video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, of course, and like the video so more people can see it, of course, and all that good stuff. And yeah, let me know down below, what could we possibly see? Is this never going to happen? Like Stephen Ogg said, he just doesn't know what happened to it. But hopefully, Rockstar's like, you know, hey, let's utilize this and give the fans what they want and make a really dope update. So in my opinion, that would be fire. But with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. It's Pajama, and I'll see you guys in the next one, right? Peace.